Hello, everybody. Very good morning. It feels great to welcome you all to our third virtual workshop. I will give you a single slide introduction to Zoho One, followed by an overview of sales pipeline and help desk. After me, Anjana will help you with an introduction to the integration between Zoho CRM and Zoho Desk. Finally, a product expert, Srihari, will take you through the process of generating potential leads through some key sources and ways to enhance customer support experience. Zoho One is a suite of 40 plus applications for every team in an organization, hence the term operating system for business. The integration between the application makes the suite flexible, enabling you to mix match most of the applications to get the best out of them. Today, in this workshop, we'll see firsthand how the integration between Zoho's sales CRM and help desk tools work. And as you know, the topic for today is enhance sales and customer experience through Zoho One. Zoho CRM is an all-round sales tool that enhances the way you do business. The complete business pipeline, starting from lead nurturing to smooth handling of potentials, can happen through Zoho CRM. And Zoho CRM also supports automation, thereby minimizing human intervention and maximizing efficiency. Any sales process has to go through a pipeline. So pipeline is nothing but the day-to-day interaction between the buyer and the seller that happens before closing a deal. Irrespective of how big the business is, the key to successful sale is being prompt, organized, and always a step ahead of customers. Fortunately, in Zoho CRM, automation through workflows and blueprints can help streamline the sales process. Workflows perform automated actions based on triggers. Actions like sending out, first response emails, creating tasks, events, follow-up emails, or even triggering a custom function that might be unique to your requirements. You can also set strict set of rules using blueprints to ensure that the sales process follows an SLA. And this is how a blueprint is going to look like with transitions. The green boxes that you see are the transitions, and they bind various stages or states together with strict set of rules. And this will really help you to set up an SLA. And this is just an example workflow that I'm showing on the screen right now. And this particular workflow is to send out an email whenever a new contact, whenever a contact record is updated. Automation and customization features of CRM are actually a very broad subject and are scheduled to be a separate workshop on the 11th of June. So stay tuned and register yourself for a deeper dive into the automation and customization features of Zoho CRM. So since most of you are familiar with Zoho CRM, let's quickly look at the modules. There are four widely used modules in Zoho CRM. They are the leads, contacts, accounts, and deals. The leads module is where all your unsorted leads are populated, ready for qualification. Every action performed on a lead in the process of nurturing them is captured in the leads module. So actions such as calls, events, call-related notes, lead-related documents, links, or other information are logged here. You can automate most of it through workflows and blueprints. Qualification through automation helps you get rid of junk leads and concentrate on the potential ones so that you can focus your energy towards such potentials. You can call them, send them personalized emails, and follow up by setting up events and tasks. The application will constantly remind you of the upcoming tasks and events so that you do not miss any of it. So, where do the leads come from? Well, there are so many sources through which a lead can be brought into the system. Leads from websites. So, it could be leads from trade shows, or leads from email campaigns, or leads from social handles, cold calls, or even advertisements. Today, we will see how leads are generated through forms embedded in the website. Leads from website can be brought in through web forms. So CRM users, you might be knowing it. It's a default CRM form, or through Zoho Forms. It's a dedicated form builder which comes as a part of the Zoho One suite. So, as I said earlier, Zoho Forms is a dedicated form builder that seamlessly integrates with Zoho CRM. You can create a customized form using Zoho Forms and map them to any module and its fields in Zoho CRM. So, why do we need to use Zoho Forms when Zoho CRM already offers a default web form? Well, web form can serve as a normal contact form, yes. But what if you want to step up the game? What if you want to, want the form to perform more actions? Well, at that time, you will have to opt for Zoho Forms. Number one, Zoho Forms is easy to create. It's just a drag and drop function. It has seamless integration with Zoho CRM. And unlike a web form, Zoho Forms has tons of additional features such as the ability to update a record. And you can also send out links with pre-filled forms wherein the customer or the receiver can just fill in those fields that are not edited and later update a record. And Zoho Forms is completely mobile. You can create and deploy a form through mobile devices. Let me give you an example. Let's say that Zilker Corp is a consultancy firm and has a contact form in its website, and the organization has also hosted a trade show where there are hundreds of attendees who filled a registration form. Both the contact form from the website and the registration form from the trade show are linked to CRM. Now, if an attendee fills the contact form from the website and also the registration form from the event using the same email address, the respective data is updated in Zoho CRM instead of creating a duplicate record. So there are tons of other advantages, in using Zoho Forms. I don't want to take much of your time talking about that because Srihari is anyway going to explain about it during the hands-on session. So now that the lead is nurtured enough and qualified, the lead is now ready to be moved up the sales pipeline. So simply click on the convert button on the top to convert the lead into a contact. A contact is nothing but the customer or the point of contact from your client company. You will be prompted with an option to create an account and deal. Choose the checkbox and enter the deal amount and click convert. Now, an account named Zilker and contact name Aaron Davis and a deal named Zilker is created. So this is how the converted contact looks like. Once converted, the record is no longer available in the leads module. So now that you have a contact, you could tailor the sales process using workflows and blueprints, or whenever needed, you can even have a manual intervention uh, to that is specifically tailored for the customer. So if needed, you could send out personalized emails, follow-ups in the promised time, call them, set up a meeting, send them text messages. A personal touch is always needed to maintain a healthy customer relationship. Let me quickly tell you what accounts and deals module is. Account is nothing but the client company. For instance, Zilker is the account and Aaron Davis is the contact from Zilker. There could be multiple contacts for a single account. And deals module is where the sale progress is updated and monitored. So this is the view at the accounts module with multiple contacts. And this is how the stages are mapped at the deals module, providing a realistic idea on the sales progress. This can also help you create a dashboard with a sales funnel. And once the deal reaches the close stage in one, you got yourself a perfect customer. Now that we have a perfect customer, so what's next? Well, it's after sales support. As businesses, it rests in our hands to provide our customers with the best possible after sale experience. Zoho Desk is a help desk application that has got every aspect of customer support covered. The application offers multiple channels for customers to access support. One can drop an email, get on a quick chat, dial a number, tweet, comment, or post his concern in a forum. And tickets from any of these sources can be managed from one single place. Today, we will see firsthand how support is handled through help centers. It is wise for every support agent to have access to customer data. Zoho Desk has seamless integration with Zoho CRM, thereby giving the support agents access to the needed data. In just a few clicks, the support agent will have the customer's complete history. Well, but why does a support agent need access to customer data? I'm gonna roll out a quick poll to understand what you think.
Integration between the two application about Zoho Desk and Zoho CRM, which will help you to capitalize on cross-selling opportunities. In other words, your lead, your lead, your customers can get back to your leads can get become customers and get back to the funnel. So why is it necessary to have a sales support team? Yes, as we all are aware that creating the right environment for customer happiness is the basis of providing an incredible customer experience. So to accomplish this, your sales and support team needs to be able to work together naturally. I do understand it is easy to say this, but to getting it done, it's definitely a hard process. So unless you have a perfect CRM that can synchronize with your Zoho Desk and pull all the contextual customer data, your team, if that doesn't happen, your team will end up working in loss. So only by putting this in place, and optimizing the right types, the levels, of support, any size, companies, they hope to get the greatest growth from their sales organization. So Zoho CRM integration with Zoho Desk. So as I said, it gives you a holistic view of your customers by maintaining a single customer and a product database, which is always it's synchronized. So with a two-way help, Desk CRM integration, all your customer tickets are synchronized with the relevant sales data, and it is made accessible for you to see. If you are having a customer-facing team, it is easy for them to have all these data. It allows them to provide a very consistent customer experience, which is great. So for this integration, I just want to give you a reminder: you must have an administrator privileges in Zoho Desk, and also ensure that you have a Zoho CRM administrator available with you. Now let's take a look, as I always believe in this three fundamental questions. It's called the golden circle. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this. So what is sales support? Why and how about, we're going to talk about the sales support here. Sales support refers to a variety of functions, as we all know, right? And it helps your sales representatives or your account managers to focus on the actual selling and closing a deal. So it is very much necessary that you require a well-equipped sales support to have a successful function on lead generation, be it to be product training, customer services, active market communication. I would just give you a big list, to be honest. So I think this, of course, these functions would definitely differ from company to company, from verticals, from different industries, sales team, but this can be done through the great intuitive software. So why is sales? Sorry, bear with me, guys. I'm just lost in here. So why is sales support important? Do you understand why sales is important? Can anybody answer on that, please, if you would like to? If anybody could say why is actually it is important? Great. I heard, Murphy's telling that his business depends on it. That's great. Yes, of course, to support your sales. Great. Thank you, guys. So as we all know, yeah, that's great. Show me how the system works. Right, great. Sorry, guys, I'm just jumping in. So it's quite significant to have, through 360-degree view. I mean, the integration is just all about your data in one place and have a better customer experience, as I said. So remember, when you keep your support and sales data together, you create more opportunities, as I said before, and it's also easier for you to communicate faster and solve this client's issues well ahead. And as I said before, having the right information at the right time will provide better customer experiences. And also, your account managers can have a quick look, the pipeline stages, potentials, notes, and associated activities. And I wouldn't just stop there. Your account managers can keep track on their client support interactions from their CRM and also initiate an upsell and cross sell when the time is right. Well, how to get this right? Well, make sure you find the sweet spot, to create the value for both customer and the business with a clear set of objectives and a solid plan to implement. Well, make sure you encourage your customer sales with better conversion possibilities, and make sure you have an internal benchmarks within the business process. And as I said before, all this analysis would make sure you ensure this doable sharing of workloads, and having a strong coordination between your sales team is definitely going to be makes your business much successful. Now I'm going to quickly show you how to integrate this Zoho CRM with Zoho Desk. Make sure you can log in with your Zoho Desk account administrative privileges. On the Zoho CRM integration page, just click on the integrate where your CRM account matches with your email. And you can choose to configure other CRM account by selecting configure other account as well. In the Zoho CRM authentication session, enter the administrator email from CRM and configure it. And make sure you add ZSC key and click on authenticate. And the next step is just to select the synchronization type and map the Zoho Desk fields with those of Zoho CRM. So the standard fields are like, the contacts and accounts, product modules will come, pre-mapped from its convenience. And then select a synchronization type, and then just click on start synchronization. Then you will be able to configure. So the final step, this is the final step to configure your synchronizing of your products. So all you have got to do is just click on the what type of synchronization you want to do, and then click on the configure here. And that would lead to, as I said here, you would be able to see the products in Zoho Desk and the products in Zoho CRM, where you can select the departments, you can associate your fields as well. And then again, click on the synchronization, and the Zoho CRM integration is successfully completed here. And if you're an existing user, just make sure you set up like one-way import of customer information from CRM to Desk, so that you can switch to synchronize the version. In the Zoho CRM integration page, you will also be able to click on the two-way synchronization here as well. As you can see, once it's been integrated, you will see all the details are seen in the Zoho Desk. All your customers, potential, and contact leads, ticket details is seen in here. Quickly before ending this session, I want to give two quick tips. Make sure if you make use of the sales signals in here in Zoho CRM, where every time a prospect or a customer adds a new support ticket or response to ticket, it leaves you, or they leave you a happy, rating. The sales signals notifies the lead account holder, and so that they can, your support agent can respond immediately. So when you click on the signal, you see the record associated along with the customer's past integration, and it helps you to create good sales context as well to plan out the next session. Well, we have the Zia. As you all know, this is a voice chat-based answer assistant. It is a very good seamless customer interaction where it also identifies the sentiment behind every tickets that comes in. So this will help you to add context to the tickets, so your agents can prioritize and send the best possible responses. And it also helps you to identify anomalies like 24/7s. And then, as I said, this will help you to improve the strength of the knowledge base. But many people have asked me, is my data safe with Zia? Well, I would definitely say yes, because in Zoho, we have a strong privacy policy and security infrastructure. So before jumping to the next session, which is what everybody's waiting.
Thank you so much, Anjana, and good morning, everybody. I hope you're all doing good. I'm so glad that I got a chance to meet you people virtually this morning. I would like to spend next 30 minutes with you people and share my insights on the following. building a form using Zoho Forms and integrating the same with Zoho CRM, updating the existing CRM information using Zoho Forms, auto-populating the CRM information on Zoho Forms, and also I'll speak about on how you'd be able to use the Help Center channel in Zoho Desk to enhance your customer support. So without any further delay, let's jump into the session. I believe you're able to see my screen. I would request all of you to initially log into forms.zoho.com. And this is where we are going to actually build a form. If you could see the top panel of the screen, you would see an icon called New Form. As I click on that, it would prompt me this page wherein I can choose to create a form from any of the existing predefined templates that is available with me. If not, I can choose to build a form from scratch. So I choose to build a form from scratch, so I can give a name for the form, and whatever name that you give it here, you can have the same name appeared on your website as well. And if you're looking to give in any description, you can have that given here so that this form will have some relevance. So I can give a form name, and as I click on create, the system will navigate me to the form builder, wherein on the left hand side of my screen I can see a bunch of fields, basic fields, and as I click on the drop down, I'd be able to see the advanced fields as well. So I can start building up this form, and as far as basic fields are concerned, you'd be able to see fields ranging from single line field to multi-line field to even currency field underneath basic fields. And also underneath advanced fields, like we have one special field called Zoho CRM field. I'll explain you about what this field actually does in some time from now. So let me quickly jump to the basic fields and start building my form. So I'm going to build this form and have this hosted on my website. So I need my customer's information, their first name, their last name, and I can drag and drop the email field, and then I can choose to get the phone number, uh, the location of my customer, and the organization for he's working for. Since I'm running a consultancy agency, I can also choose to know the reason as to why he's looking to meet me. So I can come here and I can start to rename these fields. So as I click on this field on the right hand side underneath properties, I'd be able to rename this field under the field label. So first name of my customer, then I choose to get the last name of my customer. Since I have a predefined email field, I have dropped in, and since I have a predefined phone number field I've dropped in, then I choose to get the location, the country of my customer. I go further to get his organization details, and also the reason as to why he's trying to consult me. So let me have this saved. Now, your forms with Zoho Forms is quickly built and it is ready to use right away. But wait, this is not our intention. We should first have this integration, have this form integrated with Zoho CRM so that the data entered by your customers on this form seamlessly syncs into Zoho CRM. So let me quickly show you on how the integration works between Zoho Forms and Zoho CRM. So as I click on the integration tab on the top panel, it will take me to this page wherein I can build my actual integration, wherein I can engineer my actual integration. If you could see the left-hand side of your screen, you would have a number of Zoho services with which this form can be integrated. And for your information, a form created in Zoho Forms can be integrated with only one of these services listed here. So now I choose to integrate it with Zoho CRM. So as I click on this integrate button, it will take me to this page wherein I'm mandated to fill in the module information, which means the information entered on this specific form will be flowing to a specific module in Zoho CRM. Since I'm generating leads, I choose to have this synchronized with the leads module of Zoho CRM. And for your information, it would also have the custom modules that you have built in Zoho CRM. So I'm integrating it with the leads module. And also, if you're a CRM user for long, you'd know that you'd be able to create multiple layouts in the different modules with Zoho CRM. So I choose to have this integrated with a custom layout called Workshop that I've created in my CRM. So, and next comes the field mapping. This is where we actually map or define or dictate the system which field in Zoho form is supposed to flow to which field in Zoho CRM. So I choose to map the last name to the last name of CRM, and I choose to add the fields further. So the first name in Zoho Forms will be mapped to the first name in Zoho CRM. Then the email address in Zoho Forms would be mapped to the email address in Zoho CRM. I go further, mapping all details like mobile number, and I also choose to get the location of my customer. So the leads country is mapped to the country field that I added just now in CRM, in my forms, I'm sorry. And then I go further to get the company details. So as I click on integrate, it's so simple. Your Zoho Forms is now integrated with Zoho CRM, and your Zoho CRM is ready to accept data from Zoho Forms. You people might be a little curious as to in what ways that this form built in Zoho form is different from the web forms. For your information, this Zoho forms also has the capability to add a record in the related list. If you could see this particular form under my Zoho forms, I've integrated it with the related list of the CRM as well. So you can choose to create a new record in a module, and also you can associate a new information in the related list of the record. Here, I choose to add a note in the related list of the record. So the form is now built and it is integrated. The next question that might pop up your mind is that on how you'd be able to share this form to your customers. So as I click here on the share option, I'd be able to see a number of ways using which I'd be able to share this form to my customers. The very first option that I would see is a public link, wherein I can choose to send out this link as an email to my customers, wherein your potential customers or leads can fill in their information. If not, I can choose to have this embed on my website as well. So if you could come here to the embed options, we have various options using which you'd be able to embed this on your website. So if you could see here, I have the iframe source code. I can have the very same embedded on my website. I already have embed on my website done, so I'd like to show that to you. So I'm navigating to my website. So this is where, as a customer, I enter my details. I give my first name, I give my last name, and I give my email address. That is very important. So I give my email address, and then comes the phone number. Then I choose to give my organization name, the country I'm located in, and the reason as to why I'm looking to consult this organization. So I'm looking for some financial advice, and I now click on submit. So as a customer, I have come to my website, I've submitted my form. Now let me go into Zoho Forms and see how the submission actually looks. So I'm again here into my Zoho Forms in the specific form that I've embedded on my website. I believe you all could see this all entries option very next to the access form. So as I click on this all entry option, initially I would be able to see all information that has come through this specific form from my website to this form. So as I click on this, I'd be able to see even more detailed view. And interestingly, it would also show me the CRM status of this specific record. If you could see here, it says that this record is successfully added as a new record in Zoho CRM, and also it has added a record in the related list. So let me quickly jump back to CRM and let's see how this lead actually looks like. Here it is. So if you could see the leads module, a new lead is now generated with the information that I've entered on the Zoho forms, wherein I can see my information and everything here. So this is how the integration between Zoho CRM and Zoho Forms actually works. And for your information, if you could remember, I also integrated it with the related list of the specific leads module. And I've mapped a field, a multi-line field to the related list, and you're able to see the same as a nodes in the related list of the record. So this is how actually the integration between Zoho CRM and Zoho Forms work. So for having this tested right now, what I would rather suggest you is to click on this uh, access form button to access your form and start entering your information. If you could see the top panel, you'd have an option called access form. So as I click on that, it would pop up this page wherein it would show the form that I've built right now. You can choose to input your information right away on this form. So if you would have any questions on this, so I would request you to ping us on chat so that we have our experts on the other end who can help you with the process. So I believe all of you were able to integrate this form with Zoho CRM and create records successfully. So moving further, I would like to discuss two particular use cases with respect to the Zoho Forms and CRM integration. Let us consider that there is a lead who has changed his location or changed his mobile number. So there should be some way for your customers to update their information on the Zoho CRM, on their existing information that lies on your Zoho CRM. So this is where the concept or the feature of upsert records comes into play. So if you could see underneath integrations tab, we would have an option called upsert record. So technically, upsert record is a combination of two actions, update and insert, which means if a customer chooses to fill in this form, if his information is already existing in your CRM database, the system would choose to update his existing information. If his information, I mean, if he's new to your CRM database, it will insert a new record. So upsert and insert, update and insert, we call it upsert records. So the next question that might pop up your mind is on what basis, on or what parameter does the system upserts the existing records? So if you could click here on the upsert setting, you'd be able to see on how this specific record is updated. And here you can see the email field. Since email is a unique identifier for every lead, you're able to see the email field here. And maybe if you choose to upsert or update your records with a different field other than the email field, yes, you can very well do it. I will let you know how you'd be able to do it. So to have to have this upsert record done, you can come back to your Zoho CRM. So as you click here on the setup on the top panel of your CRM, underneath customization, you would find something called modules and fields. So since I've integrated that form with the leads module, I'm diving into the leads module and I choose the layout that I created for it. And if you could notice notice the email field on the screen, you'd see that it is marked as unique. So as I click on that, you'd see I have enabled this as do not allow duplicates, which means that there cannot be any other record other than a specific record with the same email address. So the system will be sure that the record it is updating is not duplicated, and it would update the existing record in your Zoho CRM. So you can choose to mark any other field as do not allow duplicates, which means that you would be able to update your existing records on your Zoho CRM based on the other fields as well. So this is all about upserting. So as I told you, underneath integration, you would have this upsert option. You can have this enabled, and then you can choose as to which parameters you update the existing record. So now let me quickly show you on how you would be able to upsert the existing information in your CRM. So let me choose to update the existing record that I've created minutes ago. So underneath leads module, I have this record. So I choose to visit my website as a customer and try to update my information, and let's see how it works. So I'm coming back to my website. So I choose to give my name, and I choose to give my email address because we are going to observe this record based on this email address. Then I choose to give my phone number. And if you could remember earlier, the country field in my system was India. Now I'm updating my location information to Australia, and I'm having this form submitted as a customer. So the form is now submitted. So I can choose to see this information that was submitted within my Zoho forms as well. So as I told you earlier, when you click on this all entries option in your Zoho forms, you'd be able to see the record that was added or updated right now. So as I click on it, yeah, you can see the CRM status that the new record is successfully updated. So now when I choose to switch back to my Zoho CRM, and I'm simply refreshing my page, you'd be able to see a change in the leads country from India to Australia. Here we go. So as I told you, there is an existing record in my Zoho CRM, and it didn't create a duplicate. Instead, it updated the existing record. So this is all about the upsert functionality that we have between the Zoho CRM and Zoho Forms integration. So moving further, I would like to discuss another one interesting use case. There are instances where you would prefer to send out the form as a link to your customer, and you'd also want the existing information to be auto-populated on the form. So this is where the concept of Zoho CRM field comes into the picture. So as I pointed out earlier, as you build a form, underneath the advanced fields, we would have a field called Zoho CRM field that does the magic. So if you could see here, I have dragged and dropped the Zoho CRM field. So this field is basically going to pull the information from my Zoho CRM and have the same populated on my Zoho forms. So as I drag and drop a field, uh, drag and drop this CRM field, I can click on edit. And as I click on edit, it would prompt me the screen wherein I can choose that from which module information has to be populated on Zoho Forms. So here I've chosen the module as the leads module, and I've chosen the layout as the workshop layout because that is where I'm working on it. And the next important thing is that like you will choose based on which field you're looking to auto populate information. And I've chosen that to be the email field. And if you could see the field mapping, you'd be able to map the fields in Zoho CRM to the fields in Zoho Forms. And for your information, let us not confuse the field mapping that you see underneath Zoho CRM field with that of the field mapping that we do underneath integrations. Let me clearly explain the difference between these two field mappings. The field mapping that we do underneath the Zoho CRM field is to pull information from Zoho CRM and have the same populated on Zoho Forms. And the field mapping that we do underneath this integration tab is to either create a new record, push new information, or update existing information in Zoho CRM. So this is how it works. So let's not confuse it. So once you add a Zoho CRM field, I would request you to choose the required module so that information from that specific module is populated on your Zoho forms. And also, if you're looking to update the information based on your customer's input, you can again come here to the integrations underneath update record. You'd be able to do a field mapping again, wherein when this specific form is accessed by your customers, the existing CRM information would be auto-populated, and also your customer would be able to update their information into Zoho CRM. So this is how it works. Now let me quickly show you how you'd be able to walk through this process. So I'm coming back to my leads module. Before having this done, I will have to ensure that I enable an integration between Zoho Forms and Zoho CRM on the Zoho CRM interface. So when I click here on Setup, underneath Marketplace, I would find something called Zoho. wherein I can look for these Zoho forms. And all I need to do is to simply enable this toggle called pre-population of data. See, the integration that we did earlier on the Zoho Forms part was to push or update information from your Zoho Forms into Zoho CRM. So the reason why we are doing this setup is to make sure that the CRM information is auto-populated on a Zoho form link. So I choose to send out an email to one of my leads asking him to update his details, and let us see how this form actually looks. So if you could remember, I have added this specific Zoho CRM field in a form called I am interested. So I come back to my Zoho CRM and open up my leads module and choose to open a specific lead record. So I choose to send out an email to my lead. I click on send email. And if you could see the top panel, I could give a subject for this. Please update your info. So if you could see the top panel, you would have an option naming insert form link. As I click on that, I'd be able to choose the form in which I have added the Zoho CRM field. Wherein, as I told you earlier, the intention behind the field is to pull information from Zoho CRM. So I'm choosing the Zoho CRM. I'm choosing the specific form that has the Zoho CRM field, and I click on insert. Now I choose to send this to my customer right away. So the email is now sent to my customer. So I'm going to see as a customer how this email is going to actually look with my information auto-populated on the form. So I choose to go into my email as a customer, and I'm waiting for this email. Here we go. I got the new email as a customer. So as you click on this form, you'd be able to see the magic. You'd be able to see the CRM information auto-populated on this specific form. So it is not that your customers have to input their information from the scratch again. They can choose to update any of this existing information, and with their information on your database auto-populated on the form. So this is how you'd be able to auto-populate the CRM information on the Zoho form and send them via a link in form of an email. So I believe you're clear on how the upsert records and auto-population of CRM information on your Zoho form works. So having that said, I have a lead now created in my Zoho CRM. My next step would be to have this lead converted into a potential customer and closing a deal. I understand that many of you are CRM users for long yourself, so I'm pretty sure that you were very well aware of this process. So I'm going to convert this lead into a contact, wherein I choose to create account, and assuming that I won a deal with this customer at the very first stages. So I create a deal, mark it as closed one, and now I have this converted into a contact. And I also have a deal associated to it. Retaining a customer is as important as closing a deal. This is where the concept of Zoho Desk system comes into your business picture. Zoho Desk is basically a help desk software using which you'd be able to manage your customers' requests. So as you know that Zoho Desk is a multi-channel, as you click on the setup icon on the top right corner, underneath channels, you'd be able to see a gamut of channels using which you'd be able to create, using which your customers would be able to reach out to you for assistance. So they can either choose to drop an email, they can choose to chat with you, or they can do a phone call. So we are creating multiple spaces for your customers to reach out to you. Though we have multiple channels, today I chose to speak about one of the most interesting channels named Help Center. So basically, the Help Center is a customer service portal for your customers that Zoho Desk offers. So if you could go to the access settings under this Help Center, you'd be able to see a Help Center URL. So it differs for every account. So if you could see the Help Center URL of my account, it would be desk.zoho.com/portal/my organization name. So if you're looking to have this URL customized, since this is going to be since this portal is going to face your customer, I know you people would prefer to have this URL customized, and as very well you'd be able to do a custom domain mapping. I didn't be able to speak much about custom domain mapping, keeping in mind about the time constraint. So I'll show you how this Help Center actually looks or appears to your customers. So as I click on this URL, it will take me to the Help Center. And this is how your customer portal would look for your customers, wherein I would have a home screen. Basically, using this Help Center, your customers would be able to raise a ticket, see the status of the existing ticket, and if you have any knowledge base articles authored on your portal, your customers can have access to it. So it is not that every time they have a question, they will have to reach out to you. When you have a set of detailed articles published on your Help Center, they can have their questions answered right away visiting your Help Center. And also we have a community wherein your customers can participate in a forum discussion. So I know many of you should be curious as to how you'd be able to advertise this portal, this Help Center portal to your customers. So if you could watch my screen, underneath auto invite permissions, you would see a gamut of departments selected. The idea is this. So the moment a new customer submits a ticket to your Help Center via email channel or any other channel for the first time, the Zoho Desk system automatically sends out an auto invitation email to your customers asking them to sign up to your Help Center. So if you could see here, I have a bunch of departments selected underneath auto invite permissions. It conclusively means when any of your customers happens to drop an email or ticket to any of these selected departments for the first time, the system would automatically send out an email requesting them to sign up to your Help Center. So either if you feel that you need not want all your customers to use the Help Center of your Zoho Desk, you can choose to disable all these departments by clicking on the into option, and you can choose to invite your users manually. Let me tell you on how you'd be able to invite your users manually. So underneath Help Center, I would have something called users. So I can. This is where I would see my bunch of Help Center users who are either active on my Help Center or who have been invited to access my Help Center. So if you are looking to manually invite users to to your Help Center, all you can do is that you can click on this invite users permission. You can add the email address of your customers to whom you'd like to give access to Zoho Desk Help Center, and you can invite them. Having that said, once you add the email address of a customer here and send an invitation, an automated email would be sent to your customers asking them to sign up to your Help Center. So this is how you'd be able to manually send out invitation to your customers. And if you are looking to have this process done as an end user, if you're looking to know how would your customers feel when they would have access to your Help Center, I can do one thing. I can share my Help Center URL with you on the chat. You can choose to sign up to my Help Center, and you can see how would your customers feel when they happen to sign up to the Help Center. Before that, I would like to tell you, before we enter this activity, I'd like to tell you one more thing. We do have options to customize the way your Help Center looks as well. So either you can choose any of these default themes that we have listed in the Zoho Desk Help Center under Help Center customization. And also, if you're looking to do a more of advanced customization, you can choose to customize your help center using the HTML and CSS customization. So this is all about the customization part that you'd be able to do with the help center of Zoho Desk. Now, as an end user, if you wish to sign up to a help center and see how your customers would feel, all I can do right now is that I can share my help center URL to you on chat. I would request you to sign up yourselves as a end user. And also for your information, you can have even more control on the signups that is happening on your help center. If you could see an option underneath permission, moderate customer signups in help center, if this option is enabled, what would happen is that the moment a new sign up is requested, a notification would pop up for you asking you to either approve or reject the moderation. So if you could see it right now, you would be able to either approve or reject this moderation as administrator. So if you feel there are somebody who might spam your system, you can choose to reject him. So I have one sign up already. That is waiting for moderation. So I choose to approve it. So now this specific end user would be sent with an invitation and with an email wherein they can set up the confirmation, set up the password for the help center account, and they can access my help center. Now I will tell you how, as a customer, you'd be able to raise tickets on my help center. So I've already logged in as a customer on my help center. So I can come here underneath my area, wherein as a customer, I would see a gamut of tickets that I have raised via this help center or by emails or any other channels. Any ticket created for a customer would appear underneath this my area of the help center, wherein the user can also see to whom the ticket is actually assigned to, and also they can find out the ticket number and the status of the ticket. So now as an end user, I choose to create a new ticket. So I can come here, I can add ticket. I can choose the department where this ticket has to be routed to. And let me show you some interesting thing. As I would request you to see the right hand side of my screen underneath popular articles. These are all the knowledge based articles that I've created in my Zoho Desk. So as a customer, as I enter the subject, based on the keywords or the information that I input here, the system automatically shows all the relevant articles. As I told you earlier, it is not that every time your customer needs to reach out to you to have his question answered. When you have a very good intuitive article, knowledge-based article built on your system, they can have the questions answered right away so that your support agents can concentrate on other priorities. So I choose to create a ticket. So I'm going to create a ticket with subject as creating a new account. So I need support. And I can choose to give a priority for it as a customer, and I can click on submit. So as a customer, I have submitted the ticket. Now, when I switch back to the admin interface of my Zoho Desk, underneath tickets module, I'd be able to see the new ticket that was created. So this is a new ticket that was created right now via this channel called Help Center. And as an admin, I'd be able to see it. I would like to point you out one of the most interesting features in Zoho Desk. It is not that you will have to manually add a contact in your Zoho Desk every time. The moment somebody submits a ticket to your Zoho Desk for the first time, the Zoho Desk has the capability to take the email address of your customer and automatically create a contact. And if you could see my screen right now, based on the email submitted via Help Center, a contact is already created. So this is how my contact would look, and I would be able to see all the associated tickets under one interface of this contact. So that being said, I had a lead generated through my Zoho forms, converted the lead into a contact, and I gave a sign up access for my customer on my help center. And he has also reached out to me for help. Now, it is the duty of a support team to have your customers' questions answered. So before we look into it, I would like to throw more light on what ways the CRM integration in Zoho Desk can be helpful in this part. See, when you are in a support team, there is always a need to understand the business value of your customer. So to understand the business value of a customer, your support representatives might need to collaborate with your sales team to understand the business value of a customer. And same ways, whenever your sales team, try to pitch in for a cross sales, when they do profiling, they would also need a history of all previous conversation that has happened between the customer and your organization. So to suffice this need, the role of the Zoho CRM and Zoho Desk comes into picture. So the idea behind the Zoho CRM and Zoho Desk integration is this: the moment you have a contact or account created in your Zoho CRM, on the either side of the integration, you would have the same reflected instantly on the other side. So instantly, these two databases syncs. Not just that, as a support representative, if you're looking to understand the business value of a customer, if you could click here on the CRM icon, you'd be able to see his underlying CRM information right away from your Zoho Desk. The idea is this: it is not that you will have to switch into multiple applications to to gather the underlying data. So whenever the data that your support representatives, the business related data that your support representatives might need, is available within the Zoho Desk interface, it saves a lot of time for them. It saves a lot of time from collaboration when they have the information right away on their interface. And also, right away from here, you'd be able to open up that specific contact in your Zoho CRM as well. So, on a sales perspective or on a business perspective, your customer, I mean, your sales representatives would also be able to see a history of conversation that has happened between your organization and this contact. So, on the related list of your Zoho Desk of a specific contact, you would see something called Zoho Desk. As I click on that, it will take me to a specific section wherein I'd be able to see a history of conversation that has happened between my organization and my support team. So this is how the integration between Zoho CRM and Zoho Desk can enhance your sales and customer experience. And when we speak about seeing the underlying data in a single interface, it is also good if we could have an option to search the information that is buried across the applications on one single interface, right? So I'm going to speak about Zia Search, wherein if I search the email address of a specific customer or any of the details, I'd be able to see all the related information of this specific contact across my Zoho modules. So be it with Zoho CRM, with Desk, or even email, or any other modules, if you have any underlying information of the specific customer, I'd be able to see it on a simple click within one single interface. So this is all about the session today. I believe the session was helpful. And if you still have any questions, you can reach out to us on chat, or I would request you to drop an email to support@zoho1.com so that I'd be more than glad to assist you. Thank you so much for your time and patience. And over to Ms. Anjana again.
Thank you very much, Hari. That's a really very good session, I would say. So I hope you guys had a good session. I'm sure you must have worked along with him. We have this Zoho COVID 2019 relief programs for small businesses, actually, where we are offering an EASAP, program, which is for 3 months subscription, free waiver for up to 20,000 people of our small business customers. We've been giving them. Not just that, we are also giving a Zoho Creator, which is for government institutions and non-profit organization who would like to build a custom app to manage any COVID-related public activities. So this is basically a low-code platform and application building expertise, which is absolutely free of charge. Not just that, again, we have the Zoho Remotely, where the 11 suite of application where you can communicate, collaborate, and have remote assistance with your team working work from home. This software is actually free till the 1st of July. Great. I would thank each one of you personally. Thank you so much for your time, for coming into this session. And I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, stay fit as well. So I hope to see you all in our next webinar, workshop session. Have a good day. Thank you.